Ahoy, lovers, and welcome to my bar. My name is Ansel Birch, the Indecisionist, and I will be your dungeon barkeep today. And today we are doing a very special episode. It is June 1st, the beginning of Pride, and today we were told that we would get a second season of Our Flag Means Death, which is a show that is not only special to those of us in the nerdy pirate community, but especially special to those in the LGBTQIA+ community. So between those two things, I think it is especially germane to go ahead and do a pirate-themed cocktail today. So we are going to twist the levers of fate just a little bit and make this a potion against scurvy. That's right, this is going to be our anti-scurvy potion, and I cannot wait to find out what goes into it. So, for those of you who are new to the show, what we do here, I don't have a menu or a call sheet here. We're not working with any established recipes. Instead, I'm gonna roll a set of gaming dice and let that decide everything that goes into today's cocktail. And I will even try it myself before I ever ask you to give it a shot. So what do you say? Are you with me? Great. We're gonna go ahead and start with a D4 for our essentials. We got a 1, that means we're gonna roll on the liqueur and cream chart. So let's go ahead on over there. That's gonna be a D8. We got a 4, so we're gonna put creme de cocoa in here. That's exciting. I'm into that. All right, creme de cocoa, fun. Now we're gonna go ahead to the garnish chart, going back to a D6. We're gonna put a 3 olives. All right, olives and creme de cocoa. All right, I hope this gets rid of our scurvy because it's going to certainly get rid of my appetite. That sounds absolutely atrocious, but here we are. All right, so next up, we're gonna go ahead and find out what kind of liquor goes into this beverage, and I'm gonna roll a D10 for that. Here we go, a D10, and we came up with 5, which is gin. All right, so this is shaping up to be pretty weird. This is gonna be an odd one, and just to prove that there's a chance that I might actually make something palatable out of this, I'm gonna go ahead and roll a D12 on my bar terms chart to prove to you that I know something about mixology with this little pop quiz for myself. So there we go, that's a natural 1 for chaser. Chaser is when you serve another smaller drink, a shot usually of whiskey a lot of times, to go with the main beverage. So usually you'll see something like beer with a chaser of whiskey, usually paired so that the two complement one another, and that is what a chaser is. And today, maybe, who knows, maybe we'll put together a chaser for our elixir against scurvy. But first, I'm gonna need to make an executive decision, and I think that is that this drink needs some citrus. So we're gonna go ahead and add some citrus into the process as we go, but all of that's gonna happen over on the bar top cam. All right, so we're working with creme de cocoa, olives, and gin today. Not a classic combination by any stretch of the imagination, but let's see what we can do. All right, we're gonna go ahead and build today's nightmare fuel in a cocktail tin. And we're gonna go ahead and get started with our gin. We'll do a standard 2-ounce pour. This should give us a nice base of dry, junipery, floral goodness. All right, next up is our creme de cocoa. I have no idea what this is gonna do in here, but it is a chocolate liqueur, 30 proof, so, you know, not going crazy, but no slouch either. Let's go ahead and do about an ounce. There we are. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a little executive decision making and add some Blood Orangecello. That's limoncello made with blood orange. We're gonna go ahead and put another ounce of that into here. There we go. It's time for us to go ahead and grab our large shaker, throw in a few d6 of cold damage, and shake. All right. Go ahead and pop the top on that. And we will strain this into a coupe. Now, if I'm guessing correctly, we're going to have sort of a chocolate orange effect. But here's our X factor. As per the roll, I'm going to add a few olives to the mix. These are standard Kalamatas. Nothing fancy today. But we're going to go heavy on them so that they have a chance of doing something. And I have perhaps appropriately selected a skull pick for them. So the only question remaining is, how does it taste? All right, as I suspected, it's got a little bit of Terry's chocolate orange going on. That said, I think that the gin is a little bit heavy on this, so I think if I had it to do again, I would probably go a little bit easier on the gin and allow the creme de cocoa to really shine through a little bit more. That said, the Blood Orangecello is delightful. It's absolutely coming through. It's holding its own. It's really creating something special here. Cannot recommend enough trying to get your hands on some of this, Dale. So keep an eye open for Witchy Poo's Brews. I will link her down in the doobly-doo so that you can keep an eye open for when she's got some available that can be purchased or enjoy the process that she's going through. She also is selling Geeky marshmallows, flavored marshmallows through Geeky Goodies, and I will link that in the doobly-doo as well. But as far as Blood Orangecello goes, absolute win. I think you could dial back the gin, but otherwise this is a really solid orange and chocolate drink. The olives really aren't doing a whole lot, so you get a little palate cleanser in between, I suppose, and we'll even treat that as our chaser, just a single olive. But where does this belong in a adventure? I think that something like this, a delicious potion that does have some health qualities about it, has a place in any adventure, and I really do think that you really want it to come midway through. And I'm thinking an adventure that includes the potion of resistance to scurvy is obviously a nautical adventure, obviously pirate themed, but I think that it's going to come from an experienced pirate, someone who knows their way around the seas, someone who's seen some stuff. They've probably got a lot of tattoos commemorating the parts of the world they're from. And, when they hand this over to the crew, they do it with all good intention. And the crew, maybe at first, it looks a little funky. It's got olives on the top. There's a skull on it. And they go, I don't know about this. But anybody who does drink it is going to get that benefit, protection against scurvy. This is something that for the long journey is truly to their benefit, and it's something that only the experienced salts, only the experienced hands are going to know about and be able to give to them. So, I think that's where it belongs in an adventure. It's as you've been on the boat for a while, you've probably done a couple nautical adventures, and you're about to do like the long travel montage version of your adventure, that the episode that everybody has to have where you go, yes, and then you cover the rest of the ocean. I I think this is the drink that you start that off with, and then you roll to see if anybody gets scurvy or dehydration or any of the other myriad problems that can happen to you at sea. Do those happen to your crew? And everybody who took the potion against scurvy, they're going to get a little bit of a bonus. And I think that's really the trick with something like this. As for our friends Steed and Blackbeard, hopefully Button has a little bit of this up his sleeve as well. So, that said, friends, I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Dungeon Barkeep. If you are a TTRPG player, this weekend, as of release day, is sign-up day for TTRPG Pickup Con. And you can go ahead and get your spots in any of our games of D&D, Hoax, Masks, and any of the other games that are yet to be signed up, which usually show up around Thursday or Friday. So we should see a lot of exciting announcements coming up on ttrpgpickupcon.com over the next couple coming days. So head on over there, check out what's available. I think you'll have a good time. And until next time, drink adventurously.